You just met someone. Exactly 30 seconds ago. You shook hands. You smiled. You made eye contact. And right now, in this exact millisecond, you don't have a single clue what to call them. It's gone. Completely erased. Vacuumed out of your skull. Now you are standing there, smiling like a hostage, nodding and pretending. Your brain is sweating. It is frantically digging through a dark, empty room. You are searching for a basic label that simply does not exist anymore. But you aren't rude. You aren't careless. You aren't stupid. Something genuinely fascinating is happening inside your subconscious right now. Most people live their whole lives without ever getting this explained to them. Let's look at the actual biological paradox. Why do names vanish instantly, while practically everything else stays? Think about it. You remember their face. You remember what they were wearing. You remember their haircut. You even remember the exact joke they told. But the name? It vanished, like it never stood a single chance.
Hey everyone, Milo here. And today on Milo Explains, we're breaking down the brutal neuroscience of why your brain deletes names instantly. Because this isn't a memory defect, it's a highly aggressive, deeply efficient prioritization program. Let's check the internal hardware.
Here is the first secret neuroscientists discovered. Names are, cognitively speaking, completely arbitrary. They mean nothing. When you learn that a stove is hot, the word connects directly to a physical experience. Heat, pain, danger, red color. Your brain links that word to something real in the physical world. It builds a massive web of connections. But the name Michael tells your brain absolutely nothing useful about Michael. It carries zero survival data, no emotion attached, no sensory connection, no evolutionary reward. It is just a random, sterile label floating in total isolation. And isolated information does not stick. Ever. Your brain is a ruthlessly efficient biological machine. It only stores what connects to an existing web. Names connect to nothing, so they fall straight through the floor of your memory. They are islands. No bridge in, no bridge out. But it gets deeper. When you meet someone new, your brain is actually drowning in work. The cognitive load is staggering. In that 1 second, you are reading their face. You are interpreting their body language. You are subconsciously deciding if they are a threat or safe. You are processing the loud environment around you. And on top of that, you are managing your own social performance. You are worrying about how you look. And somewhere buried inside all of this intense data processing is a name. Spoken once. Spoken quickly. With zero emotional weight. Your internal filing system was simply too occupied to create a folder for it. This isn't forgetfulness. This is raw biological triage. Your brain chooses social survival over a random vocabulary word.
Stop scrolling right now. Because psychologists discovered something even crazier. It's called the next in line effect, and it proves you didn't actually lose the name and you never even let it into your house. Let me show you how this trap works.
Think about the exact moment before an introduction. You are standing there. You know it is about to be your turn to speak. Your brain completely panics. It focuses intensely on your upcoming performance. You are practicing your own name in your head. You are planning your handshake. You are preparing your greeting. Because of this, your system barely registers what the other person is saying in that exact millisecond. Your ears physically heard the sound waves. The audio entered your head, but you weren't actually listening. The name arrived and evaporated before your brain could do anything useful with it, and here is the twist that will genuinely surprise you. People who forget names easily often have the most advanced, highly associative brains. Your memory works through deep connection and meaning, not mechanical lists. You are exceptional at remembering stories, complex concepts, and raw emotions. Why? Because those things link together in a beautiful web. And here's the twist that will genuinely surprise you. People who forget names easily often have the most advanced, highly associative brains. Your memory works through deep connection and meaning, not mechanical lists. You are exceptional at remembering stories, complex concepts, and raw emotions. Why? Because those things link together in a beautiful web. An associative brain does not navigate isolated islands well. This is exactly why writers, creatives, artists, and deep thinkers are heavily overrepresented among chronic name forgetters. Their brains are built for narrative, not nomenclature. They remember how you made them feel. They remember your laugh. They remember the exact unique idea you brought up. But the sterile label? Deleted. Let's talk about the hard science of memory consolidation. New information is incredibly fragile. Research shows that your working memory needs approximately 30 seconds of focused, uninterrupted attention to transfer data into short-term storage. 30 seconds. That is the mandatory biological processing time. But in a real social introduction, how much time do you actually get? Maybe 3 seconds. The name drops into your brain, and then boom, the conversation moves on. Someone else speaks. A loud noise happens. You scan the room. The data vanishes before it can lock in. And then the secondary trap hits you. Anxiety. The exact moment you realize the name is gone, a low-level panic activates in your nervous system. Now, your limited cognitive resources are totally split. Half of your brain is trying to look normal in the conversation. The other half is running a frantic, sweaty internal search for a word you never properly stored in the first place. The more aggressively you hunt for the word, the deeper it goes into hiding. This is a severe chemical lockdown. Your own stress hormones are literally standing between you and the memory block. There is also a brutal biological dimension here. Dopamine. Research proves that dopamine plays a massive role in encoding human memory. When something triggers a spike of dopamine, it acts like a giant yellow highlighter in your brain. It signals, "This is crucial data, store it perfectly right now." But introduction syllables rarely trigger dopamine. There is no novelty, no immediate reward, no emotional charge attached to the letters. Look at memory champions at world competitions. They can memorize hundreds of random names in a few minutes. Are they genetic mutants? No. They just know how to trick the dopamine engine. They instantly convert arbitrary, boring labels into vivid, shocking, emotional, visual movies in their mind. They provide the exact mental scaffolding the human memory requires to secure loose information. They turn an isolated island into a connected continent. So, what does all of this actually mean for you? If you forget names constantly, stop carrying around years of silent social guilt. You are not absent-minded. You are not self-absorbed or rude. Your neurological architecture is running perfectly, exactly in line with thousands of years of human engineering. It filters ruthlessly. It stores efficiently. It consistently prioritizes deep human meaning over random, isolated data points. The names just didn't make the biological cut. It simply means your system was too busy experiencing the actual human being to properly file the sterile label. And honestly, that is beautiful. The fix is never to just try harder in the moment. That just creates more anxiety and locks the brain down further. The fix is giving your system a bridge. Repeat the name out loud immediately after you hear it. Connect it to a bizarre visual image. Create a tiny 2-second story around it in your mind. Force the island to connect. And if you are already mid-conversation and the name has completely evaporated into thin air, just stop pretending. Ask directly. Do it warmly. Just smile and say, "I need to be totally honest. My brain just pulled a complete reboot on me. Could you remind me of your name real quick?" They are probably trying to remember yours too. if this finally explained a social embarrassment you've been quietly hiding for years, do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button right now. There are millions of people panicking at social events this weekend, and that button is the exact mechanism that helps them find this explanation. Stay safe. Stop panicking.